everyone. Welcome back to Across the Pond. I'm Ashley, your American host, and I want to start today by asking, how is everyone doing at work? Because today, that is exactly what we're talking about.
Hello everyone, I'm Bridget, your British host, and I have just survived a week of back-to-back meetings that could have been emails. So I am very ready to talk about work culture.
Oh no, the meetings that could have been emails, that is so universal.
Genuinely, one of the great shared human experiences, regardless of which side of the Atlantic you're on.
Okay, so today we're talking about work and office culture. What it's actually like to work in America versus the UK. The hours, the offices, the colleagues, the awkward situations, all of it.
And there is a lot to cover. I think people assume that because we speak the same language, working in an American company versus a British company would feel pretty similar.
And it really doesn't, right?
It really, really doesn't. Let's get into it.
Okay, so I want to start with something that I think is one of the biggest differences, the attitude towards working hours. Because in America, working long hours is often seen as a good thing. Like if you're staying late, you're dedicated, you're a hard worker.
Right, and in the UK, particularly in a lot of British workplaces, staying very late every day might actually be seen as a sign that you're not managing your time well. Like, why aren't you finishing on time?
Really? That's such a different mindset. I mean, it varies by industry, of course. Finance and law in London can be brutal hours. But in a lot of standard office environments, there's more of a culture of you do your hours, you go home, your time is your own. I actually really like that. In a lot of American companies, there's this unspoken pressure to always be available, like replying to emails at 10 at night to show you're committed. Which is deeply unhealthy, and I'm glad you said it. It really is. Okay, what about holidays? Because I know this is a big one.
Yes. So in the UK, the legal minimum paid holiday is 28 days a year. Most professional jobs offer more than that. 28 days! Ashley from 3 years ago would have cried hearing that. In the US, there's no federal law requiring paid vacation at all. A lot of companies offer around 10 to 15 days, and people often don't even use all of them.
Don't use all of them? Why on earth not? There's a culture in a lot of American workplaces where taking time off feels like you're not serious about your job. Like you'll be seen as replaceable.
That sounds absolutely exhausting. Take your holidays, people. I cannot stress this enough.
Bridget is very passionate about this.
I am. Rest is productive. I stand by it.
Okay, can we talk about the actual office environment? Because I feel like even the physical space is different.
How do you mean?
So, in a lot of American companies, especially tech companies or startups, the office is very open plan, very casual, like bean bags, ping pong tables, free snacks, that kind of thing. The idea is to make it feel less like a traditional office.
Ah, yes. The ping pong table is a substitute for work-life balance.
Okay, that's a little harsh, but also not wrong. What are British offices like?
It really varies. A lot of British offices are open plan now too, which not everyone loves. But I think the vibe is generally a bit more reserved. Less performative enthusiasm, if that makes sense.
What do you mean by performative enthusiasm?
Like, in some American workplaces, there's a lot of energy around being visibly excited about the company mission, the team, the culture. Phrases like, we're a family here, or we're crushing it.
Oh my God, we're crushing it, yes.
In a British office, if your manager said, we're a family here, people would feel slightly uncomfortable and then make a joke about it in the kitchen afterwards.
That's so British. Okay, what about small talk? Because I feel like Americans are known for being very friendly and chatty at work.
Yes, and I think British people can come across as quite cold to Americans in a work context at first. We don't tend to share a lot of personal information with colleagues we don't know well.
Like, what kind of things?
Like, An American colleague might say, "How was your weekend? What did you do? How are your kids?" in the first week. A British colleague might nod politely and ask if you've seen the weather. The weather, the great British conversation starter. It's reliable. It's always doing something worth mentioning.
Okay, I want to talk about meetings because I feel like this is where British and American communication styles are really different.
Oh, absolutely. So, in American work culture, meetings tend to be quite direct. There's an agenda, people say what they think, decisions get made.
Yes, like get in, say your piece, make a decision, get out. Efficient.
In Britain, meetings can be a little more layered. People might disagree with something, but phrase it so politely that you don't realize they've disagreed at all.
Wait, like they say yes but mean no?
Not exactly. More like, if a British person says, "That's an interesting idea," they might mean, "I'm not sure about that." Or, "We'll take that under consideration," can mean, "Absolutely not."
That would stress me out so much. How do you know what people actually mean?
You learn to read between the lines. It's a skill. Context, tone, the slight raise of an eyebrow.
I would never survive. I'm very literal.
Americans tend to be very direct, which British people sometimes find refreshing and sometimes find slightly alarming.
We mean it nicely, though. Okay, what about emails? Because I feel like professional email tone is very different too.
Yes, British professional emails tend to start with, "I hope you're well," or "I hope this finds you well." It's almost a ritual at this point.
We do that too, actually. But I feel like American emails can also just start. Like, "Hi, Sarah, I need the report by Friday." Done.
A British person receiving that email would spend several minutes wondering if the sender was annoyed at them.
No, they're just efficient.
Tone is everything in a British email, Ashley, everything.
Okay, let's do a work vocabulary round because there are some words that are just completely different between British and American English in a work context.
Love this. Go ahead.
Okay, resume. CV, which stands for curriculum vitae. We almost never say resume in the UK. Interesting. Okay, vacation. Holiday, or annual leave if you're being formal. I'm going on holiday means I'm taking time off, not necessarily that I'm going somewhere exotic. Right. In American English, holiday means a specific public holiday, like Christmas or Thanksgiving. Vacation is the time off you take to travel or relax. Whereas in British English, holiday covers both. So bank holiday is a public holiday, like Christmas Day or Easter Monday, and going on holiday means taking a vacation.
Okay, that one genuinely confused me when I first heard it. Someone said, "I'm on holiday," and I thought they meant it was a special occasion.
It just means they're off work.
Okay, what else? Fired.
We'd say made redundant or sacked. Sacked is quite informal. He got sacked means he was fired. Made redundant usually means the job itself no longer exists, not necessarily that you did anything wrong.
Oh, that's an important distinction. In America, we just say laid off for that, when the company cuts the position, not the person specifically.
Yes, same idea. Okay, what about gotten? As in, I've gotten the job.
Oh, this is a grammar one. Yes, Americans use gotten as the past participle of get. I've gotten an email. I've gotten a promotion.
In British English, we just say got. I've got an email. I've got a promotion. Gotten sounds quite old-fashioned to British ears, like something out of a period drama.
We kept it and you dropped it. That happens more than people realize.
English is wonderfully inconsistent like that.
Right. I think that's a brilliant note to end on. English being wonderfully inconsistent. Very on brand for this podcast.
Truly. Okay, before we go, quick vocabulary recap for today's episode.
Holiday. In British English, this means both a public holiday and time off work, what Americans call a vacation.
CV, the British word for resume.
short for curriculum vitae. Sacked, informal British English for being fired from your job. Made redundant, when your job position is cut, not because of your performance. And bank holiday, a British public holiday when most businesses are closed, like a federal holiday in the US.
Love it. Okay, everyone, if you enjoyed today's episode, please give it a like and hit subscribe so you never miss a new episode of Across the Pond. It genuinely means the world to us.
And leave us a comment. We want to know, do you work in an office? And which work culture sounds more like yours, the British or the American one? We'd love to hear from you.
And please take your holidays Bridget's orders.
Doctor's orders, basically. See you next time.
See ya. Cheerio.